So I've got 3 pounds of live spot prawns. The best way to eat them is raw. We're gonna just remove the head. You see that juice? Look at the brains. I usually do save the head so that I can make soup out of it. Spot prawns are supposed to be super sweet. Super salty and sweet at the same time. Almost a little too salty. Like they've been caught a couple of days ago and have just been sitting in salt water. Comes the little baby. Good, yeah. I'm gonna eat some more and then steam the rest. This one just hopped out. I just spent $400 on spot prawns, and here's where I get them. The answer is I have a fisherman, and normally I pick up from his house, but today I was in a rush, so I met him at the docks. Not the touristy one, because that's where the shrimp is overpriced and 2 days old. There's another dock on the right of Paho's Fish and Chips, and that's where the real fishermen dock. You can see them unloading the boat from the ramp, and they're usually out fishing from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. and dock around 3:30 p.m. From here, they unload everything onto the trucks and go back to the company to have a quality check. The orders from friends and family needs to be placed before 1 p.m. and he'll set those aside for them to be picked up later. I ordered 16 pounds and most of them are going to friends and family, so I had them bagged separately. And here's the MVP that is getting me fresh shrimp for below market price. Season ends in about a week, so if you're in Vancouver and want his number, you can DM me on Insta. Oh. Ow. Last one. There's a little crab in here. I remember eating raw shrimp from a lake when I was young, and it was next to like a cafe where my dad went to university, and we just put our fingers into the water and just scooped up tadpoles and shrimp, and we just ate the shrimp like raw. And we brought the tadpoles home, and eventually they all grew little legs and they hopped out and escaped down the drain. Okay, I thought I was done with spot prawns, but it's so good I can't resist, so I packed my cooler and headed out to get more. Because it was so late, the fisherman told me to go directly to the company that he sells his prawns to. This way the prawns can live in water a little bit longer. I got 5 pounds of prawns and 3 pounds of octopus. We're also selling prawns that are too weak to survive the flight for $12 a pound. If you plan to boil your spot prawns anyway, then this might be a good option. And I got a WeChat for the weak shrimp. I've got these spot prawn shells and we're going to dehydrate them. They might actually fit on one tray. There's the dehydrate button. Let's hope my house doesn't smell like shrimp. It's the next day and these are done. I'm just gonna put it in my blender. It smells so good. It turned into such a fine powder. And it smells insane. Wow. Looks like pearl dust. Now I kind of want to do that with all the shrimp heads. So I actually picked this up from the fishing company. I'm gonna eat as many as I can and then freeze the rest. So spot prawns are not supposed to be bright red. They're supposed to be a little bit translucent. And you're not supposed to put ice on them when they're fresh. So if you see them stored with ice and they're supposed to be live, it's probably pretty old. And no, I don't usually take the poop out. You can't eat spot prawns fresh the day of, but after the first day, you should boil them. And technically, I'm not eating this alive because as soon as I pop the head out, it's dead. This is not recommended, but if you do want to eat your spot prawns the day after, what you can do is peel everything like I am right now and freeze them in batches in containers like this. Keep the head and fry them separately. If you don't care about eating it raw, then you can just remove the head like this, put it into a container and fill it with water and freeze it in the water. Spot prawns are also supposed to be super buttery soft and it should melt in your mouth. So if you get a spot prawn that tastes a little firm, it also means that it's not really fresh. This is $100 worth of shrimp peeled. Cheers! There's another one. 好脆哦。I am so sad it's the last day of spot prawn season, so let's go get some more. Talked about this company that the fisherman sells to, and this is where it's located. Here's a crew that's doing a quality check on these spot prawns. They're picking out the weak shrimp that is usually sold at a different price, and in this case, my fisherman is taking it all home. Get fresh water every single morning from Stanley Park to keep the shrimps happy. Now, since you guys are so interested in octopus, I got 3 more pounds of octopus. You can tell he is a pro because he's literally just weighing this out by hand. My son was so intrigued by this and I asked him to touch the octopus, but I think he was a little scared. So at this point, I grabbed the octopus and the prawns and I start to head out, and my mom was like, wait, do they have any crabs? So I went back and asked for more crabs. We got 2 of them for $13 per pound. Here they are in my cooler. Still selling spot prawns for the next few days until they run out. So if you're interested, you can DM me on Insta and I'll give you their number there. I did find a new way of eating this, which is a cooked version, and it is so freaking delicious. Make sure you hit that follow button if you're interested in the recipe. I should be posting it soon. I just spent an hour peeling all of this shrimp, saving these shrimp heads for soup. I'm gonna pat them dry with some paper towels. That's what the fisherman told me. And I portioned it out into a little container and I'm going to put it in the freezer. We just got back from Fisherman's Wharf, 2.5 pounds of shrimp, and we're going to eat it raw like we always do. We also stopped by a omakase place. And I had a uni bowl. I haven't had uni in like a year or something. So sweet. A lot of these shrimp actually have eggs in them. It's a little sour. Why is that? I like to eat the shrimp heads. Super easy to peel. This is what you get when you order those shrimp nigiri and get like 3 of them on one piece. This is a cooked one, so let's see how it compares. Wow, that's really good too. I think I like the raw one better. Let's try these eggs. The eggs are good. Oh my